Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Royal Rumble Kickoff Show. My name is Dustin, and we are still expecting loads more people to come in and fill out the arena tonight. Of course, it is the one night event, one man guaranteed to headline WrestleMania 3. We will decide who that man is tonight. You can see the fans still pouring in to the Royal Rumble here tonight. And as I say, we are already building up. I'm so excited for tonight's main event. And of course, we've still got some big matches down at ringside, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Easton, Tim Price representing SmackDown, Maz Favorite representing Raw. Maz, it's the Royal Rumble.
Yep, can't wait to see who's going to go on to headline WrestleMania after winning the match here tonight.
Tim, of course, SmackDown representative as well. Could it be a SmackDown superstar for 2 years in a row?
Yeah, well, very well could be a SmackDown superstar winning the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is one of the most unpredictable matches that we see.
Of course, I'm talking about SmackDown for the NSW Championship. Is this the night the darkness is finally put to rest? Danny Six versus Brock Lesnar. Tim, Danny Six has got a very, very uphill task here tonight.
Yep, he sure does. On the last episode of SmackDown, we saw Brock Lesnar outwit the darkness. And now, well, I think Day 6 Championship is in jeopardy.
I love you back.
It could happen. The fans already loving the action here tonight. And of course, what about this, Maz? For the World Heavyweight Championship, it is title versus title. One of these two men tonight are going to leave the Royal Rumble as a double champion.
Yep, which one's going to go walk into Royal Rumble here tonight and walk out making history by capturing both the heavyweight title and the United States title?
Who is it going to be? Is it going to be The Gathering or is it going to be MVP? He said he could do it on Raw. Is he going to come through and make sure that he gets the title of The Gathering? We are going to find out. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, what about this? The 30-man over the top rope Royal Rumble. Of course, Tim, is it going to be SmackDown 2 years in a row, or could it be ECW NXT who makes the big jump here tonight?
Yeah, who knows? It's, as I said, the Royal Rumble is so unpredictable. It's just anyone's ball game, really, to win it.
30 men have qualified. Who will be the man that headlines WrestleMania 3? Guaranteed! We're going to find out later on. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to kick off the kickoff show here with an ECW match. Johhny Dreamer versus Christian. Let's start the Royal Rumble kickoff show, Maz.
Here we go. Nice way to start off with some extreme matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, he is Johhny Dreamer.
Yep,
the self-proclaimed hardcore champ, or former hardcore champ, looking to walk down here to maybe make a name for himself off Christian here tonight.
Come on, Tim, you were dying to get something in there.
I say, yep, this is a man who was built for ECW, and just look at the way he smashes a can into his face.
Maz, part of the original ECW from last season, of course, Johhny Dreamer was a part of that. Are you a big fan of Johnny's?
Yeah, he did really good when he was over on Raw, part of the Hardcore Dreamers with Bobby Hall, and now looking to really step it up here in ECW, and I think you may see him as a champion one day.
Tim, what about you? What do you make of Johhny Dreamer? Yeah, he's built for the extreme, but really, has he got the all-round ability to maybe challenge for someone like Adrian Kincaid?
I certainly think he's got it in him. As I said, you know, ECW is the land of no rules, well, and the land of just hitting people with any weapon you find. It's completely suited to a man like Johhny Dreamer.
We ask you, ladies and gentlemen, to get your votes in all night long. Remember, you've so much on the stake for the wrestlers here tonight. Johhny Dreamer already looking to be ready for this one. But ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Toronto, he is Christian!
Yep, Captain Charisma, another great ECW superstar. And this could be a nice breakout match for him too, to maybe move up the rankings to possibly get a title shot.
And as you say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you wherever you are, wherever you're watching us. Thank you for even tuning into the kickoff show. Of course, going to be a long, long night and a very, very exciting night that is as well. And of course, Christian. Well, if the fans on their feet, Tim, for Mr. Charisma.
Yep, they most certainly are there. Well, all stand up in ovation for this man. Just knows, well, exactly what needs to be done in that ring. They say it's going to be a very tough matchup.
And of course, Maz, it was Christian who returned to NSW for ECW. He said he returned because of ECW.
Yep, the peeps wanted to see Christian back, and they got what they wanted. And now Christian's back here in ECW, and hopefully he can pick up a big win here tonight and maybe move up the ladder.
Let's get things going. The kickoff show is off and underway. Fans still pouring in to the arena here tonight. Let's get the guys' prediction. We'll start with Tim on this one.
You know, I've got to go with Johhny Dreamer in this one. I think, you know, he's, you know, a rising talent for ECW. I think he's going to take it to Christian tonight and win it all.
What about you, Maz?
Yeah, I think Johhny Dreamer has definitely got the edge here in this matchup, and this could be a match for him to really break out and become a great star.
Okay, Dreamer with a kick to the
goodness.
side of the face. Of course, ECW run by Jesse Dangerously. Of course, Wednesday night. You don't want to miss that, of course. Very, very popular show. Of course, you may also notice something that you'll not see during the course of the night, and that is the timer on the bottom corner of the screen. Of course, that is exclusive to ECW. Every one of their matches, apart from championship matches, are 10 minutes long. Championship matches, which you'll see on our main show tonight, go 15 minutes. Guys, you've got to think, the competitors have got to keep an eye on one eye on the clock as well as in the match.
Yeah, definitely look to take out your opponent quick in the ECW matchups.
Sorry, Tim, that was my fault. I should have said the name. Sorry, go on.
No, that's all right, but I was going to say, yeah, Maz made it perfectly right, and at the same time, you've got to have, well, eyes on both things, you know, both on the time, make sure you get the match done quick enough, and also on your opponent to make sure they don't, well, trick you.
Nice spinning heel kick by Christian, of course. Christian, who would love to get his hands on the ECW title. I think everybody is really gunning for Adrian Kincaid. Of course, the shock on this past ECW of Leo Kruger finally debuting, getting the #1 contendership rule off Jesse Dangerously. Tonight, we're going to see at the Rumble, it is going to be Adrian Kincaid versus Leo Kruger. Could this be the end of the second reign, Maz, of Adrian Kincaid here tonight?
Yeah, well, you know what to expect with Leo Kruger. I mean, he kind of came out of nowhere and attacked Kincaid, and we'll see if Kincaid's ready to step up for the challenge of what Leo Kruger can bring to the ring.
Tim, you've got to think Leo Kruger may just be built for ECW. Seems to be a very strange individual. Look at this, though. Cover.
No, is that it? No. What?
No, nice reversal.
Reversal.
Oh, here we go.
Yep. Back and forth.
We'll let them play this out. Oh, kick out of 2.5.
There we go.
There you go. 2.5.
What's that about Leo Kruger?
Here we go again.
Here we go again, but, well, this pin is going to go, but Leo Kruger, whilst this pin goes on, I'm going to mention about it, never mind, here's one strange individual, fit perfectly for ECW, but I think myself, a lot of people might question why he's been given no more contender spot when he hasn't even had one match.
Well, as I say, it's all down to Jesse Dangerously signing new talent, and maybe just saying, look, come to ECW, and we'll give you obviously the benefits.
And it's a great way to make a name for yourself, attacking the champ.
It is indeed. Now Christian, I think, tried to get out of the way. Thought it was going to be a bit of attack there, but ended up really gifting Johhny Dreamer here. As the fans shouting for the Singapore Cane. And, well...
We not, well, they want the action to get extreme.
Yeah, well, you saw that Dreamer brought the cane down to ringside with him. You've got to remember, ECW, there are no rules. There's a nice suplex into the pin. Christian...
Could that be it?
Oh,
No.
the referee slightly out of position there. You have to give the benefit of the doubt, but Christian definitely escaped in time and out. Oh, here we go. Hello, Christian. There goes my announce table. Chaz and Bruce might be in for a bit of a long night.
Watch the laptop.
Yeah. Oh,
no!
my God!
Is the laptop okay?
Him.
Yeah, Hurricane randomly. Oh, no, look, none of the laptop!
Oh, no, not the laptop!
None of the laptop, please!
Oh, no!
Oh, all them pictures.
Is it insured?
Oh. Oh.
Well, there goes the network.
But you forgot to get insurance again.
Oh, I forgot. Let's
It's like your car.
I'm parked at McDonald's tonight, so I can't get hit. Other fast food restaurants.
Oh, that's
are available.
you who parked there.
Yeah, that was me. There you go. Let's continue on here. Christian, of course. Oh no! Again, another roll up.
No, could this be it this time?
No, another kick out of 2.5. As we're coming halfway through the matchup, 5 minutes just about up. Both men already giving it all. Oh, look out! Is he going to go for the Unprettier?
He's calling for it.
Here's the Unprettier!
Oh, hits it. And
that is it. Say
yeah,
goodbye.
that's surely it.
And that is it. And that's 3. And Christian picks up a huge win here tonight.
Yep, a massive win for Christian.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest, Christian!
Captain Charisma picking up another win. Now maybe he'll get a chance at Adrian Kincaid or
Leo Kruger.
Yeah.
Big win here tonight for Christian over Johhny Dreamer.
You know, he's going to be watching that match very closely.
Yes, indeed. Welcome back down to ringside, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 3-man commentary team here. Davies and Tim Price, Maz with Tim representing SmackDown, Maz representing Raw, of course. And Maz, well, we're getting ready for the next matchup, which is going to be Raw. Of course, it's going to be Matt and Mike versus Brent, Starr and Dustin Healy. There's some problems going on there. And of course, Sophia Starr will be involved.
This has been a heated rivalry over on Raw between Mike and Brent and Sophia in the middle kind of there. And now Matt and Dustin Healy are joining in.
Yeah, let's go through some of the matches you'll see tonight on the card as well. ACW, we've just been talking about it. Tim, Adrian Kincaid, Leo Kruger. Is this Kincaid's biggest test in his second reign?
Yeah, very well could be his biggest test. He knows nothing about Leo Kruger, yet Leo Kruger knows everything about Adrian Kincaid.
It could happen. It could be the end of Adrian Kincaid's second reign, or will Kincaid overcome the South African madman, as many people have called him here tonight? And also from SmackDown, we learned this week, Tim. CM Barnett versus Ryback, and these two men have been on the end of some vicious attacks by new Bisping boys, Kevin Owens and the Mundo.
Yeah, they have been under those vicious attacks. So the question going into this one is, what sort of condition are both these men going into this important championship match? European
title will be on the line later on. Barnett versus Ryback. Will Owens and Mundo have anything to play in this match? You'll have to find out at the Rumble. And of course, staying on SmackDown as well, Mundo's old partner AJ Styles again teaming with Cesaro. The World Tag Team Championships are on the line when they take on the Ascension.
Yep. Again, should be, well, very interesting tag team match. Can AJ Styles and Cesaro hold on to the championships, or are we going to see the Ascension rise?
It could happen here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The Ascension, who were shock #1 contenders, go for the World Tag Team Championships here tonight. Coming up next, though, ladies and gentlemen, from Raw, it is
I Love You Back.
Very, very interesting tag team matches. The fans loving the action here. Mike and Matt with Sophia Starr going to take on the team of Dustin Healy and Brent Starr. It's next on the Kickoff Show. And ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, he is the main event player, Brent Starr.
Yeah, Brent Starr looking to get his hands on Mike and really want to maybe end this feud between them two.
Yeah, definitely going through this with the whole Sophia Starr. Mike and Sophia Starr, happy couple, but Brent being the bigger brother, of course, not happy at all. Tim, let's get. What would you do if this was your sister? Would you be the same as Brent?
Actually, don't think I would be. If Mike is making Sophia Starr happy, then shouldn't he be happy for them, really? But I guess, he's just being a bit overprotective.
Maz, what is your take on this whole thing?
I don't know. I think Brent's just being a little bit of an overprotective brother, but I really think Dustin Healy is the key factor in this. I think he's got some kind of underlying scheme that he's trying to play out.
Yeah, we've seen that, of course, this past Monday night, trying to get a word with Sophia. Sophia having none of it, of course. And, well, we're going to see if that is the tone to this match. Remember, guys, get your votes, keep coming in. You've only got a few more seconds left, as here comes Brent's tag team partner, Dustin Healy.
Healy looking to come in here and help out Brent Starr to get the big win over Mike and Matt here tonight, and I guess maybe rub it in the face of Mike that he's better.
Well, really, Dustin Healy, yeah, you're right. I think Dustin Healy has got something underlined here. He is trying to really... What do you think? He's trying to win the heart of Sophia Starr and Maz? Is that what you're trying to say?
I think so. I think he's been trying to do that ever since he showed up, or she showed up here in NSW, but it hasn't worked out to his advantage yet.
Well, let's find out how this is going to go, as Brent Starr, Dustin Healy ready for action here tonight at the Royal Rumble kickoff show. Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents being accompanied to the ring by Sophia Starr. They are the team of Mike Schaller and Mr. Money in the Bank, Matt Rhodes.
Yep, two former members of the great group Revolution X here in NSW, and we'll have to see if they can kind of hit that magic again here tonight and pick up a big win over Brent and Dustin Healy.
And you can see just before the camera panned off, Tim, you could see that Mike just trying to rub it in the face of Brent Starr a little there.
Yeah, he certainly wasn't. I don't really know if that is the sort of wisest thing to do to Brent Starr, to try and rub something like that in his face. You might just, well, you are going to anger the man. That could pay trouble for you.
Well, Mike and Matt, of course, still, as Maz was saying, part of the group Revolution X, still like to play to their roots, some people say. Got back together, of course, as a tag team during the season after a little bit of a falling out, and now looking to really pick up a huge win here tonight. And breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, of course, Mike has qualified for the Rumble match. He will be a part of the 40 men a little bit later on here tonight.
Yeah, hopefully this match won't take too much out of him and he'll be able to make it into that Rumble and be able to end up winning that for Raw.
Here we go then, let's go off and underway. Let's start with Maz this time.
I'm going to go with Mike and Matt. I think they're going to look to prove that they're much better than Dustin Healy and Brent Starr here in this matchup.
What about you, Tim?
You know what? It's a different one, but I'm going to go with Brent Starr and Dustin Healy on the flip side. I think what we've seen, Brent Starr is just in an extremely angry mood, and that might just, put in the real motivation for this matchup.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you vote all night long. Keep them coming. Tell us what you think. Of course, if you're on social media, please get involved. If you're on social media, tell everybody where we are. The Royal Rumble, it happens once a year, and we're so glad that you could be with us wherever you are around the world here this evening. Quick look at the NSW app. 73.6 for Mike and Matt, 26.4 for Brent Starr and Dustin Healy. As a double team on Matt Rhodes, and well, you could see Dustin Healy just sort of glancing over there at Sophia Starr, Tim. And wow, look at that, tried to be too clever. Now both men missing drop kicks.
Yeah, they were, but yeah, you could see. Yeah, I agree. Dustin Healy was now giving Sophia Starr a bit of a look there. I could definitely say about the ulterior motives of Dustin Healy. Maybe he has got something.
Oh, come on.
Sitting in stone. Oh, come on. We just had those fixed.
Chaz and Bruce, I told you.
Was able to stop Healy.
Yeah, we're going to have Chaz and Bruce are going to be in for an awful long night. That looked a little bit low. Look out. Matt was dragging Dustin Healy away from the ring, from the ropes here. And here comes Mike, and this is what we want to see. We want to see these two go out. Oh, look out!
Whoa, out of nowhere.
Ghostly Stunner!
That could be it already.
Wow, this could be an early finish here. 2? No,
oh.
2.5. My goodness me, that could have been a quick finish. Nice high cross body. Brent Starr not realising, I think, into the cover. Referee turning around just in time. I got him!
Whoa, what?
Wow, Mike rubbing it right in the face of Dustin Healy by picking up the win over him.
That is huge momentum, ladies and gentlemen. The winners of this contest, the team of Mike and Matt.
you could see the look on, you know, on Brent Starr's face after that, and now you can see the look on Dustin Healy's face. I don't think he knows what just happened.
I think what it was, he got caught. It's as simple as that. Off guard. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The big win here tonight for Mike and Matt here on the kickoff show. Wow, guys. Very impressive from Mike and Matt here tonight.
Just goes to show you got to keep your head in the game when you're in there.
Well, guys, we are almost time. We're almost ready for the main show. Let's have a quick recap on some of the title matches and the 30-man Battle Royal. Tim, it can't get any bigger than this, of course. The NSW Championship is on the line. Danny Six versus Brock Lesnar. What is Danny Six? What is his game plan going to have to be here tonight?
I don't know. It's going to have to try and maybe survive Brock Lesnar and try and just not get caught by him. And maybe use some sneaky tactics.
And the worst thing is, who ever thought we would be discussing tactics for Danny Six? But Brock Lesnar has been on such a tear recently. You can only see one way. This going one way here tonight, unless Danny Six can pull out something massive here tonight.
Yeah, unless he has some really sneaky, like, tactic. Brock Lesnar's walking out champion.
And of course, Maz, from Raw, champion v champion, Luke Benoit, World Heavyweight Champion, MVP, the United States Champion. The winner takes all here tonight. Mr. Perfect set this up. What is Mr. Perfect thinking here?
I think he's put a lot of stock into MVP being able to outwit Luke Benoit here in this matchup, but MVP's got to watch out for a lot of the other members of the Gathering.
Yeah, the Gathering are big in numbers, ladies and gentlemen. What is going to go down at the Royal Rumble? You know, for one thing, the 30-man over the top rope Royal Rumble. One of these men will guarantee his place at WrestleMania 3 in the main event, where unlike anywhere else, you are guaranteed that place at WrestleMania 3. 30 men, one winner. Who will it be? We will find out very, very shortly as the Royal Rumble kicks off in just a matter of what now, 5 minutes away. You've got time to get a drink. You've got time to put the cat out, dog out, take the phone off the hook, because the Royal Rumble is just 5 minutes away. Myself, Dave Easton, Master Tim Price, thank you very much for watching the pre-show. Guys, we'll see you at the Royal Rumble.